All right, good afternoon, everybody. So I hope you guys had some great end of year holidays. I hope you had a great New Year. So I kind of wanted to do a little something different with my video today. So I think in the past I was kind of focused more on like the mental health aspect of things. Whenever I would do any sort of like life topic video for YouTube. Well, at the end of last year, I became a fitness professional. I'm a certified personal trainer. I'm a certified nutritional coach to the National Academy of Sports Medicine. I got a job for TrueFit, and I noticed that there was a lot of limitations with that. So I can only take on a handful of clients in a half-hour block, which is, usually it's only be one anyway. I was really kind of capped out at the number of people I could reach. I had only so many people I could see a day, so many hours I could work a day. And then I'm a single dad, so I would have to take time away so I could go to my son's to appointments. I was limited in the hours I could work because I'd have to drop them off in the mornings, pick them up in the evenings, that sort of thing. So what I decided to do is to kind of branch out on my own, and I was thinking about how could I kind of modernize the fitness industry, because I've noticed that there's plenty of Instagram influencers. There's plenty of YouTube channels that are focused on different types of workouts that people do, but nothing that really made these services accessible to the masses. So what I've done is I've set up a Patreon account, and I'm gonna kind of break this down into, I guess, tiers. So with tier one, it's gonna be $35 a month. At $35, that's gonna get you a nutritional consult. So we'll sit down, we'll talk about what it is that you're eating, what you should be eating. I'm not a dietitian, which means I won't write out a specific menu for you. But what I can do is educate you about not just the foods you eat, but supplements that you might want to take, to where you can kind of focus on that fitness journey for yourself. The second tier, that's gonna be about $100 a month, which is actually pretty cheap considering that normally personal training services you're looking at probably about $70 for a 1 hour session. $35 might get you a half hour session with that personal trainer, and that's per session, not per week, not per month. So if you have 3 sessions with a personal trainer at your gym, if you're paying $70 per session, you're looking at $714, $210 per week. With me, you're gonna get $100. Now what that $100 will get you is you'll still get your nutritional consult. We'll probably do like a Zoom assessment, and then I'll write you out a plan. And that plan will cover about three workouts a week. The next tier beyond that, that's going to be $200 a month. And again, $200, that's for the entire month. And that we'll do a Zoom session, you and I, where we actually go through a workout together. And then you'll get homework for another 4 workouts for that week. So you get 5 workouts a week. One of them is going to be one-on-one with me. If you're in the San Antonio area, I'll try to see what I can come up with. If you want to do like a face-to-face session where we actually meet up in person, but I will make sure that regardless of what tier you're on, you're able to have access to me personally. I'm thinking about also setting up a Discord, because if I'm going to be doing something on Patreon, I want to start building a community around this. And the name for this program I've come up with is called Roll One Fitness. And the reason I chose Roll One as a name for it is so for most people that know my work history, I was a medic in the Army for most of that time. I started out as a tank crewman, reclassed, about 3 years in, and I loved doing that. So in the military medicine side, we kind of split up scope of practice by role, or scope of treatment by role. So you're looking at role 3 or 4, that's your hospital level stuff. Role 1, those are your guys that are there on the point of injury. Those are the guys that are the medics that I guess you would see like the movies, where they're living with that platoon of guys, and they're all constantly working with them. They have a lot of very kind of one-on-one sort of deals. It's all very personal for them, and that's what I want to do. Now, if something is going on with you medically that a workout routine is not going to fix, I will refer you up to the next level of care, just like a Role 1 medic would send somebody up to Role 2 and Role 3 if they have something that can't be fixed right there at that I guess basic level. So, if you're diabetic, I'll probably send you off to the diabetic nurse over at the hospital. Or if you have a chronic injury, we're going to need a letter from your doctor before we can start doing any sort of workout. But what my services will enable you to do, if obesity is your thing, that's something that we can work on at this level. If you're just trying to get in shape because you want to look better, you want to feel better, that's things that we can work on. Being in shape, that prevents a lot of illness and injury later on down the road, and that's what we're here for. We're here to be that preventative step, to let you have a healthy, active lifestyle. And even like the nutritional side of things, we'll not just talk about food, but we'll talk about supplements. What's going to be recommended for you to take. Now, I don't have any sponsors or anything like that right now. If I keep making videos, hopefully, maybe we can catch somebody's eye. We can make some money that way. But I would love to be able to do that because that would help me to keep my prices cheap. So another thing that I am looking for, I'm looking for somebody who has experience in videography, making some logos for me. This is going to be a business relationship that I want to build. So yeah, I'm going to send it out to you guys. And if you got some ideas that you want to fire back at me, tell me, let me know what your pricing will be to bring you on as a consult. Try to see if we can't build something a little bit more long term. Grow this channel, grow this service into something that a lot of people will be able to take advantage of. But I'm actually really, really looking forward to this. I'm really excited. I'm actually going to be trying to put out content. I'd say probably once a week, maybe once every other week, if that becomes more doable, more feasible. Because I don't want to like flood you guys either with like YouTube videos that are of educational content, and that is what I will put on YouTube. So you'll still get some sort of education, but on YouTube, it's not going to be personalized for you. It's got to be something that's kind of more universal, something that you can absorb, and hopefully kind of get you in the mindset to go check out the Patreon. But as far as like you videographers or you artists, because I'm the math and English paper writing guy. I'm not an artist at all. My canvas is this physique right here, and I'm not a tattoo guy, so I can help you change the canvas for your future tattoos, and then send you off to one of my tattoo artist buddies. Let's see here. What else can we do? I guess there's a whole lot of ideas that I've got floating around in my head right now, and I think a lot of it is going to be getting it organized, getting this sort of workflow going, getting whiteboards set up on one of these empty walls back here, to where we can start growing this and treating it like a business. And maybe if we do this right, I'll be able to do this full time. Maybe attract the eyes of some sponsors. But in the meantime, you guys, by all means, I'm available for hire, and we'll work out some stuff together, and we'll grow this project together. And I'm looking forward to bringing all of you on board into Roll One, into growing. And so that's pretty much all I got for right now. I think I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of cool like signing off catchphrase that I think that might be kind of a key to building a sort of online personality. Some of the things I want to do. I'm sure you guys have seen some of my Twitch stuff. It's all very basic type of gamer type things, which I've called that 8-station gaming. I don't know if you've seen. You can tell that I've kind of created a sort of a gimmick, or like I guess my own personal branding, my own personal marketing for how I'm going to do this. And I still kind of want to do some stuff like that. And I think that if we kind of get on Discord, we can sort of start merging all these different projects together. But I think this is the one that I want to focus on. I mean, I'm not like a pro gamer or anything like that, and the games that I stream tend to be very, very niche, like milsim type stuff, whether that's DCS or War of Rights, Microsoft Flight Simulator, that sort of thing. So we'll probably still do that, and I usually keep those streams kind of short. I know a lot of guys that are into game streaming, they're doing like these 8-hour hauls, and that's not really what I want to focus on. because that's something I do as a hobby. I want to do that for fun. I don't want to sit there and do that for 8 hours. I don't have the time or the interest for that. But I would love to be able to do is, sit down with a couple people, come up with some plans. What kind of educational content are we going to put out? What kind of fitness programs are we going to put out for whatever clients? And if I do take you on as a client, do understand that because this is part of continuum of care, all information that you provide is strictly confidential. I'm not going to be talking to my buddies, hey, I got this person who's like 350 pounds, what a slob, nothing like that. No, I'm there because I want you to have a good life. I want you to be able to look and feel your best. And I want you to be able to achieve your specific goals. And so I'm not going to chop you down. I'm not going to talk about your specific issues with anybody else. This is strictly confidential between you and me. Now, what you talk about, that's on you. If you're somebody in the San Antonio area, I see you out at HEB. I'm not going to say anything, but you're more than welcome. Say hey, that's perfectly fine. But I think I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Well, like I said, we'll work on some sort of some catchy sign off. You guys stay safe, have a wonderful day, and thanks for stopping by.